What's going on, guys? It's Brian over at Marty's Buick GMC, and behind me is a 2012 GMC Acadia. Let's take a look.
Alright guys, as always, I'm sure you've seen some of my other videos on here. I'm going to take you for a quick walk around the outside of the vehicle, let you see how clean this Acadia is. This is an SLT, and just so you guys are aware, I know some of you might not know this, in the bottom right hand corner of the YouTube video, if you click that little gear icon, you'll be able to view this in full HD. Anyways, with that said, this is an all-wheel drive model. It's pretty well loaded out. It's got the roof racks, the fog lights, the nice 17-inch wheels, halogen projector headlights. I did say the fog lights already. It's got leather interior. It's got the ambient lighting package. It's pretty well stacked up. Really low mileage. I believe this one's around 30,000 miles, and it's ready to rack up some more. So with that said, let me take you guys on a quick tour, show you what's going on inside, and see what the Acadia is all about.
Alright guys, so we're inside the Acadia now. I got to tell you, the first thing that you notice when you get in this thing is how much room you have. It is incredibly roomy. I mean, I'm not the biggest guy, but I stand about 5'8", and I got enough room up here that I could probably put my seat up a little further, and the people in the back still have plenty of leg room themselves. So let's fire this thing up, straighten out this wheel, and first thing we're going to do is take a look at the entertainment system. I'll give you guys a feel for it. It's usually what most people are interested in, what all these buttons actually do, and how they're going to help you. Alright, so once you guys have the system on, obviously the giant power button here will turn you on and off. Once you're on, across the top are all your presets for all your different stations. Now keep in mind, you can preset these to XM satellite radio, AM or FM, and you have plenty of them to go through. I believe you have 3 sets. You can do first favorite, second, and third. The information center will give you information about what song you're listening to. So if you're the type that hears that song that you'll love so much but you don't know who sings it or what the name is, you can just hit the information and it'll give you all the info right across the main screen here. Right here you can switch your bands between AM, FM, XM, satellite radio, or auxiliary. Your auxiliary port is set up in this vehicle for iPhones, iPods, Android phones, and any type of MP3 player. If you're using the Sony version or the Zune player, any of those will all work without any problem. And Seek obviously will jump between songs, and it'll actually, I know it works on an iPod for sure. I can't be 100% sure on the Android system, but I know on my iPod and iPhone I can actually just hit Seek through the radio and it'll skip through on the phone, which is pretty neat. So you don't have to pick up the phone and scroll through. Down low you have your hazard lights there, your passenger airbag indicator obviously, and you have your climate control, which right now I have at a nice brisk 60 because lucky enough we're in the 70s today. You can control the rear from up here, obviously, in your passenger side. Everyone's got their own climate, so you can set the climate control in the back independently from the front as well as the passenger side. Rear defrost is there as well. One thing I don't think you guys can see right now is below the shifter, I'll bring it up here and give you guys a better view in a second, are your heated seat controls right down here, as well as your traction control on and off. So with that said, let's bring you on up here and give you a better view of what the driver's area looks like.
Alright, so right now we're looking at our gauge cluster, and one thing I didn't show you guys on the console are these buttons right here. What these do is these 4 buttons display different types of information on your gauge cluster. So I'm going to hit one of these now and show you guys, see if we can zoom in right there close, give you guys a nice view. So right now you can see the odometer, so I'm going to hit the check mark, and let's see here. So we can auto door locks, we can remote door locks, we can calibrate our compass, our oil life remaining, parking assist, your tire pressures, oil life. I mean, this thing will do and show you a ton of different things. Your fuel economy, how much gas, your average speed. Clearly we haven't been driving too far with 4.5 miles per hour as our average. It'll show you a lot of nice information that comes useful. It's really nice to know if your tires start to get low with the temperature change and things like that. Sometimes the tires can go a little low on you. Over here on the left side, Let's see if I can get a view of that. There are your light controls, and if you want to turn your fog lights on and off, I'm a big fan of how the front end of this vehicle looks with the fog lights on. The fog lights are actually that button there, so if you just touch that, that'll turn your fog lights on, and there is an indicator on your console as well. Up top you have your mirror. It is OnStar ready, of course, and in case of a collision it will alert the emergency patrol and they will come right out and help you out, save the day. I think that's all we really got up here. Give you guys a quick look around so you can see what's going on. You do have the glove box storage, and I will show you guys, you get this little hidden storage up there. You can put sunglasses up there if you want. It actually is pretty big. You can fit a whole bunch of things up there. But a lot of people don't even notice it. They've actually owned the vehicle for a whole length of time and have no idea that it's even there. And of course you have your other storage right down here. Tons of room. You can put all kinds of junk. You can practically live in here if you want. So let's take a look at the passenger compartment in the back. Alright guys, one thing I gotta tell you, when you're buying an SUV, one of the first things that everybody notices usually is how much room you get in the back seat. If you're carrying an adult, a lot of smaller SUVs, you are cramped in there. With this thing, not the case. I mean, you have plenty of room. Like I said, I'm not the biggest guy, 5'8", but I was sitting comfortably with plenty of room to spare up front, and I have plenty of leg room back here. So it's a really comfortable sit, and everything's really in reach. You get your vents up top, your lighting if you want it. And we'll take a second. I'm going to bring you in here and show you. You have the rear entertainment and the folding seats in the third row. So let's take a look. Alright guys, so here's an up-close view of the passenger compartment. As you can see, tons of room like I stated and showed you just a second ago. Plenty of space, lots of room. If you want to stuff the whole family in here, you can. And let's take a look down here. You can notice that is your rear entertainment. So if you want to not be bothered by the kids, if you have any back here, they can actually just plug a set of headphones in either jack. There's one for each. That way there's no fighting. They can also set their AC and climate controls back here as well. So it's a really nice thing to have, and there's also an extra power outlet down at the bottom, which comes in handy now, especially with everyone's got an iPod plugged in or iPhone or whatever the case may be. Even if you're up front and you just need another one, I know there's already two up there, but who knows, you know? So if I spin you around, right now you can see everything's folded down. I'm actually going to show you how easy those pop up. Let's take a look. If I can set this camera here, we'll show you how easily they come right up. So I'm just going to stick my hand back there, and I'll grab the seat, and up it goes, and up. So that's it. So that's how hard that was. Same thing back there. There's actually plenty of leg room. I'm sure you're probably not going to stuff too many adults back there, but there is plenty of room for them to sit comfortably and not be stuffed in chewing on their knees. With that said, let's jump out and show you the back. Alright, so we are in the back of the Acadia, and down low there's just a button. Just give it a touch and the back will open up automatically for you. And if you're wondering what those little knobs are at the bottom, those are the rear parking assist, so it gives you the tone. It's also got a backup camera as well that displays in the mirror. So this is your storage in the back. You do have the spare tire right underneath here. And to drop the seats, you simply grab those levers, these ones right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. You just grab those levers and push. And it doesn't really get much easier than that. If you have a dog or something, you can fit a dog crate back here, and now you have plenty of room if you need it. And when we're ready to put the tailgate down, there's that button right there. Just give that a touch. And down it goes. So there you have it, guys. That's the 2012 GMC Acadia. Like I said, this one has 30,000 miles on it. We do have a bunch of other ones, even lower mileage, some with a little bit higher mileage, some with different options. Keep in mind, too, if there's ever a vehicle that you see, let's say some people, they go, I really wish it had touchscreen navigation. We can add it. You don't have to worry about it. If it's something that you want, if this vehicle matches everything else that you're looking for, but it doesn't have the navigation, just let us know. We can get it in there for you. As always, I thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, concerns, problems, or anything, drop me a comment below, subscribe, And be sure to check out our other videos. You can always contact us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/MartysBuickGMC, or just visit us on the web at martysgmc.com. Our phone number should be popping up here in just a second, and I hope to see you guys all real soon. Thanks for watching.